Matt. So yeah, hi, I'm Steve. I'm sure you've all heard me say this before, but I represent Far East Hospitality in Singapore, as well as a few other clients that we have in Thailand. Um, so Far East Hospitality own and operate 15 hotels at the moment in Singapore. We also have a hotel in Melbourne, and we have two hotels in Japan. Our 16th Singaporean hotel is due to open in about 2 to 3 months as well. So we have quite a few properties in Singapore, and we're growing out from there as well. Far East Hospitality themselves are actually going to be turning 62 years old next year. So our first number for the bingo is 62. The hotels that I've got to show for you today are, well, I have three to show you that are all part of one complex, and that is right here in the middle of Sentosa Island, which is to the south of the big city country that is Singapore, and it's more of a resort area for people that may be transiting through to Australia or actually going here as a destination, as there are plenty of things to do in Singapore. We're really close to some of the really good beaches. We've got a golf course, and we've also got Universal Studios that are all within sort of like 10 to 15 minutes away from each other. Our second number is 22. So Singapore's Changi Airport is 22 minutes away from our Sentosa properties by car. The first hotel is the Village Hotel Sentosa. Of the three, this one is our 4-star family property. And at the moment, it currently sits as the best price point on the island as well. It's our largest hotel on the complex, and it opened in early 2019. When families check in themselves, the kids can go and have their own little check-in experience with our VIK concierge service, where they'll be greeted with a little goodie bag that will have like colouring books in there and a few sort of traditional Singaporean treats and sweets that kids can enjoy. There's 606 rooms in total, 100 of which are our interconnecting rooms. The only major differences between certain room categories is whether it's a king bed or a twin bed, and whether it's ocean view or pool view. 100 of those rooms are our interconnecting rooms, and they are clumped together at a price point for family rooms as well. So you'll get 2 rooms, 2 beds, 2 TVs, 2 lots of amenities, 2 bathrooms in a much better price point than you would to have to pay for 2 interconnecting rooms for a family. In terms of hotels as well, in the whole of Singapore, we have the largest pool complex for any hotel. We're really close to Waterworld, which is a really good water park. But for clients that want to stay on property and don't want to venture out that day, they've still got 4 pools to choose from to lounge about in. There is the children's paddling pool for toddlers. We have the adventure pool for families, and this is where all of our activities are. We have water zumba, and we also have the cinema evening on Saturday nights, where we'll put a screen up on one side, and you'll see just on the right hand side of the picture there's a little seating area where we'll put more seats out and beanbags for families to enjoy a movie on a Saturday night. We've also got our very own lazy river, and then at the front of the property we've got the Pamukkale pool, which is an infinity pool that looks out onto the ocean, and this is also where the pool bar is as well. And it's a little bit more for adults really, with the pool bar being there. It was originally for 16s and above, but they sort of lifted that rule because the adventure pool was being used anyway by families, and couples that wanted a little bit more quiet time were in this pool. For F&B, we've got Native Kitchen. This is the main restaurant that is our buffet breakfast in the mornings and all-day dining throughout the day. There is also restaurants within the complex like Royal Taj, other different sort of F&B outlets, as well as 7-Eleven, for people that want to sort of stay close to the property but want to venture off a little bit and enjoy some of the restaurants nearby. In the lobby area, we've also got the supply depot, which is great for picking up a bottle of wine or tea and coffee, as well as some snacks. And next to the adventure pool outside, we've also got the Happy Camper, which does hot dogs and burgers and soft drinks as well. As I said before, we're only 22 minutes away from the airport by car, but by public transport, we also have some really good connections. We have the bus service. So bus 123 takes you to Orchard Road in the middle of the city, which is a 1.2-mile stretch of end-to-end shopping malls. So bus 123 takes you there, and bus 321 takes you back. And that can be boarded pretty much in front of the village complex as well. We are 2 stops away on the monorail to Resort World, which is where Universal Studio is, and 2 minutes away from the lobby itself is Imbia Station, where you can get the cable car to Vivo City. Vivo City is the largest shopping centre in Singapore, and it also serves as a bit of a gateway to Sentosa Island as well. So around the resort, we've got some really good things for families. We've got Water World that I mentioned before. We've got the iFlyer. We've got Kidzania, where kids can go and be an adult for the day, where they can earn fake money and spend that money in the gift shop and earn little prizes. And then at the bottom right here, we've got Wings of Time, which is this big sort of music show with lights and lasers, water cannons, fireballs, and the show ends with fireworks. The show is twice a night, and the fireworks can be seen from the Pamukkale pool every night, so you don't even have to venture out and spend your money on a show. You can still watch the fireworks from the property. 20 minutes away by car is also the Botanical Gardens, so your next number is number 20. Singapore's Botanical Gardens are 20 minutes away from our Sentosa properties. The second hotel is the Outpost. It is connected to the village itself, but it operates very differently. The Village Hotel is our 4-star family hotel. The Outpost is more of our 5-star adults only property. The cool thing about this one is you will drive past the lobby of the Village Hotel, and it's a big, large, busy lobby area, but you'll drive past it and turn left around the corner, and there's a little sort of like almost secret looking room with 2 elevators that take you up to the lobby of the Outpost. So it kind of feels like a secret hotel within this complex, though not so secret from the outside. But when you do check in, guests can pick from the drawers here and they can take some snacks. They also get greeted with a mocktail on arrival. And the same goes for the rooms here as well. So there's 189 rooms in total, and the only real difference is whether it is ocean view or pool view. Everything else is pretty much the same. Because it's an adults only hotel, it only comes with king rooms and twin rooms, no interconnecting rooms. Every room has an espresso machine and a selection of teas here as well, one of which is blended by a Singaporean tea company for the hotel itself, so you can only get that tea blend at that hotel. We also feature a spacious bathroom with Japanese style washlets. And on the roof of the property is its own private Outpost guest only swimming area. So you've got a rooftop pool as well as a day club where you can get food and drinks. And it's also a better vantage point to watch the fireworks in the evening. And you can see it from that picture there. So this is one view where Outpost guests will get their breakfast in the morning and all day dining. Another fact is that the Singapore Zoo is also only 35 minutes away from our Sentosa properties. So our next number is 35. Second to last is the Barracks Hotel. This one is our 5-star luxury hotel. It gets its name from the fact that it was built in 1904 and served as a British military barracks from 1904 till 1972. In the 90s, it was an office block, and then in 2019, it opened its doors as a 5-star luxury hotel. So the Village Hotel has 606 rooms, the Outpost has 189. The Barracks only has 40 rooms and is made up of 2 buildings with 20 rooms on either side of the F&B outlet. Everything is decorated with things that look more early 20th century, so it kind of sticks with that time period and reflects the history of the building itself. But it does stick to that 5-star category as well with all of its amenities. So this is the back of the building. As I said before, it's 2 main structures, 2 colonial era buildings that's separated by this sort of glass lobby area and F&B outlet, and there's 2 pools at the back as well. Guests that are on the ground floor suites will actually have access via their back patio into the pool, and these little squares that are cut out of the pool at the back here are our whirlpools. So they have whirlpool access to the pools, and guests staying in the top floor can just come down the stairs and join the pool area as well. The living room is the Barracks F&B outlet. It's for Barracks guests only, though guests of the Barracks and the Outpost have access to everything at the Village Hotel. But Barracks guests here will enjoy breakfast in the mornings as well as cocktails and canapes in the evening. We also have in-room dining here, and it can be enjoyed in the living room or in your room as well. But for 36 Singapore dollars, guests can try the signature Singaporean dish, chili crab, with a bit of a twist. So that's our next number, number 36. Lastly, I've got one more note to add, is that we are adding a fourth hotel to that sort of Sentosa area. I don't know too much about it yet, but I am presenting it next week, so hopefully I'll have more information. But the Oasia Resort Sentosa should be opening sometime this year and is more sort of a wellness themed hotel. Not too much into it, but it's sort of like it dips its toes into that sort of wellness resort sort of idea. So that's everything. Thank you for listening, guys.